so keep that in mind.
Yeah, hey, forget I asked. That'll definitely do.
Ew. Join the Discord.
It was the least fun I've ever had playing this game.
A small but vibrant and extremely humble community.
No, I've seen the sleeves, but I'm like, you said you're suiting up, and then you put your sleeve on. Thank you for saying that.
Because I'm a demon on the keys.
Next thing I know, we're both dead. I immediately left the lobby.
In Vietnam.
What are they playing for? Are they playing to win?
Stay humble.
Stay humble.
We are live. Welcome to the Dropshot, episode 18. We've got a fucking fun one in store for you boys today. I am very excited for a plethora, a myriad of reasons, some of which are the announcements, and some of which, of course, are the seminal changes coming to the game with Season 3. So I always look forward to these podcasts the most. And this is the fruits of my labor bearing delicious, ripe, juicy melons. That's what this is. Because I set up the schedule to be Wednesday, one of the 2 days, for this exact fucking reason. Patches are on Tuesdays, and then I can just fire out the fucking pod about the patch notes. And I'm very excited about that. But I'm excited for a couple of reasons. So we're going to get into the patch notes. We're going to go balls deep, as the kids say. Don't worry. But first, as always, a couple announcements. So just keep that right the fuck in mind. Freeze. COVID's gifted me a week away from the family and self-isolation. No, dude. Freeze has COVID. Holy shit. F's in the chat for Freeze, please. Let me get some F's. That's fucking tragic. How are you?
Wait. Does he mean he has it, or just like maybe he works somewhere where he has to self-isolate?
Well,
I think that's
he's in self-isolation. That would imply that he has COVID-19.
I mean, that's what elderly are doing. They're self-isolating so they don't get it.
Freeze.
We'll see.
Freeze is a vibrant young man. I've seen his profile picture on Twitter. He's a handsome guy. So he's youthful. He's in the prime of his life. He has a functioning, boisterous immune system. He's going to be fine. But it's not great. It's not great to have COVID-19. But at least you get some time away from the family. That might be good, depending on your whole family situation. But I hope you're doing all right, man. And thank you for stopping by. I'm on time, and I own both new weapons. Damn, Torchic, nice. You're on that grind, dude.
Go.
No, I don't have it. Oh, okay. Wow, what a fucking bait. What a bait.
Baited.
All right, well, okay. Well, I'm glad you don't have it, so that's good. Long story, yeah. Okay. Ask away about them. Ben, thank you for the sub, King. Big Vanilla 92. 5 months, 1 month away from the badge. All right, let's get into these announcements. Sorry, everyone. So, first of all, we're fucking trending. I got an email 2 days ago from Chartable. Don't know what the fuck that is. I'm going to look into it this weekend. That we were number 200 in the leisure section of iTunes podcasts. That's pretty good. So, just so you guys know, there are over 1 million podcasts in the world. So to be number 200 in any category on iTunes, which is the biggest podcast provider, pretty big deal. Pretty big deal. And it is all thanks to our small but vibrant and extremely humble community. And that's you guys. That's you, listener. So I want to say thank you, listener, for being a part of this journey to get the boys fucking trending. Just firing up the content. Very much appreciate the love. Make sure you rate us 5 fucking stars if you're on iTunes, by the way, so we can get that trending number up from 200. Because those are rookie numbers, as they say in Glengarry Glen Ross. Watch a movie. So that's the first announcement. I was very excited to get that email. A lot of support lately in the same vein. So all of a sudden, dude, it's almost like exponential. Wouldn't you say, Tanner? Like all of a sudden we're getting offline follows on our Twitch. We're getting a bunch of people joining the Discord, a bunch of random Twitter followers. I think you mentioned that you've gotten a couple Twitter followers from people who just made an account ostensibly only so they could follow us. Is this true or false?
That's true. No, they were like, I saw a few people the other day that followed, and they just made their accounts, and they basically only follow us and then like Call of Duty, Infinity Ward, things like that, and that's it. They're just trying to get that Call of Duty content in.
Yeah, I love it.
They know
dude.
we're the #1 source.
Exactly. So if you're one of those people who was allergic to Twitter until the Dropshot, a Call of Duty podcast entered your life, I want to say thank you for all the support. It's been great. One person made a comment about merch, so now I'm going to ask everyone if they would actually want merch. It was kind of a joke at first, but I feel like we're getting some more traction. So if there's like a serious, let me put it this way. If you would want or would buy the Dropshot merch, t-shirts, mugs, flasks, condoms, whatever, let me know. Twitter, Instagram, Discord, just doesn't matter. Reach out and say, hey, I want a Dropshot sweatshirt. That would be dope. I would be willing to get one. And if I get enough of that, I will make it happen. I'll set up a merch store, Patreon, whatever the fuck we would do. I think if you can do it through Patreon, we would probably do that, because that's a really good way to have bonus episodes too. So if you don't want to pay a goddamn cent, that's fine. You're still getting 2 free episodes a fucking week. That is my commitment to you. But if we do a Patreon for the purpose of merch, we might also do it for the purpose of a 3rd episode a week. Or maybe 2 extra episodes a month, something like that. So if you're interested in merch, that's something you would actually want, reach out, let us know, and I can look into it. Freeze is continuing the gift sub they got from Damascus Impaler. Freeze, thank you so much, dude. I appreciate you. Bloodless TV, welcome. Glad to see the Indian bot farm I bought is paying off. Don't know what that means, but K. But thanks for being here. So, I would buy a coffee mug. Seriously, I would buy a hoodie. Okay, Freeze. Okay. So if we did do merch, for example, we could do the official Call of Duty Dropshot logo. We could do that, right? But we could also do something like this. This is the first ever. See, and I'm going to have this framed in the corporate offices of the Dropshot LLC, because it is the first fan art submission that we've ever received. And it's absolutely fantastic. I'm sitting on the toilet, shitting, obviously.
Took you a while to think of what you were doing on the toilet. Yeah,
I do a lot of things on the toilet, evidently. So, going through my phone, and then I get an Instagram DM. And Jedi Knight, 88, 87, I don't know the digits. He sent me this beautiful picture right here. He just did a small little doodle, and it says the Dropshot, a Call of Duty podcast, and it's fucking dope. So immediately I posted this in the Discord, Twitter, Instagram. Fucking awesome looking. The O is the reticle. We got the bomb. It looks like some gangster shit. And you guys know how gangster Tanner and I are. So this logo was really, emblematic of the Dropshot, a Call of Duty podcast. So shout out to Jedi for this. This is fucking awesome.
Thank you. That's really dope.
Yeah. So that was really actually genuinely super cool in all seriousness. And it's well done. This guy's talented. So maybe he should start selling merch instead of me. So just keep that the fuck in mind. And then, oh, hold on. Let's get off that. So, almost lastly, I did make a commercial for the Dropshot, a Call of Duty podcast. It's a minute long. It's a compilation of clips with some branding at the end of it. And I made it so that I can post it on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. Twitch is going to have a trailer section soon, so I'm going to put it there as well. And it's just going to be like showing off what the whole podcast is about. It's literally meant to be like a trailer. So those are live now on my Instagram, my Twitter, and on my YouTube. So go fucking retweet it. How about that? Get your phone out, go on Twitter, find my profile, and fucking smash the retweet button. How about that? Because the entire purpose, and I spent 20 hours probably doing this stupid 1 minute fucking trailer. So the least you could do is take 20 milliseconds and smash the retweet button. It's also worth watching if you haven't seen it, by the way. I think I did a great job. How did you like it, Tanner?
It's fucking fantastic,
Okay.
actually.
All right, good. So yeah, go find the commercial. It's funny too. It's a good watch. It's edited cleverly, in my opinion. So, and I think that is it in the way of announcements. Tanner, do you have any announcements?
I do have a large sized announcement, a big announcement to make.
Tanner has his first ever announcement. This is unheard of, unprecedented. This is his first ever announcement. Tanner, the floor is yours.
I've decided to take my talents to twitch.tv/Tanner Dropshot. After much consideration and some of razzing on the Dropshot viewers razzing on, they've talked me into it. I've made a Twitch account. I've set it up. I've done a couple test streams. It's happening. Twitch.tv/Tanner Dropshot. Changed my Twitter handle, Tanner Dropshot. The first official stream will be live immediately when this podcast ends on twitch.tv/Tanner Dropshot. The schedule as of now is Sundays at 10 a.m. Wednesdays, we're starting immediately after this podcast, so around 8:30. And Friday at 7 p.m. And those are all in Pacific Standard Time because we live in California like everyone should. So
yeah, exactly.
that's my announcement. Follow me after this. Let's get some games in.
So
let's nuke some kids, maybe.
Just fantastic. So this is the power of collectivism. I pressured Tanner into streaming. I pressured him into changing his fucking handle on Twitter. You guys pressured him into changing his fucking handle on Twitter. So guess what he did? He changed his fucking handle on Twitter. Fantastic work. This is the power of the people. Tanner is giving the people what they want. So he's changed his Twitter and his Twitch to Tanner Dropshot. Smash the fucking follow button on twitch.tv/Tanner Dropshot. Tanner and I are going to be playing the podcast, playing season 3 after this on his channel. So just stick the fuck around. I'm going to raid him. You're all going to go watch. And then we're both going to be playing, but it's going to be from his point of view. We're still going to be in Discord. You'll still hear my beautiful voice. So it's just going to be like watching me stream, except you're going to be watching who is, you know. So no, Tanner's really good in all seriousness. You should read his About Me section on Twitch, because it talks about how he was like semi-pro for like 5 years on PC COD. So he's got real fucking skill. He's really fun to watch. So you'll get the benefit of my boundless humor and his insane skill all in one package. So what we're going to be doing is, like, after Wednesday episodes, we're both going to be going to Tanner's channel and then playing the game from there. And then after the podcast on Saturday, I'm still going to be streaming, but I'm going to keep his webcam up. So on Wednesday evenings, we're going to have both webcams up, and then you're going to see Tanner's perspective, and then the same thing, but on my channel on Saturdays after the podcast. I think those are going to be a lot of fun. I'm very excited about it. We don't have everything set up quite yet, and my internet is still kind of garbage, which is why I can't stream the game, but I can play the game if I'm not streaming, mostly. So for the time being, pretty much all the gameplay you're going to be seeing out of the Dropshot is from Tanner, but that's fine. He's better than I am, and my voice will still be there, and I'll still be playing. You just won't see my point of view. So that will be a lot of fun. So make sure you stick around, because we're going to be getting some games in for Tanner's inaugural stream. You don't want to miss that, do you? Of course not. Jedi Knife, welcome. I can do more versions of the Dropshot. Thank you for that offline follow, brother. I appreciate you. And yeah, I don't know if you missed the announcement, but we showcased your artwork. It was very well done. Thank you again. Everyone seemed to love it. Stick to your pistolas. He did get a new Twitter handle, yes, and welcome. What talents? K Krim. Hell yeah, more content. What's up, Damascus? See, exactly, more content. That is literally the phrase I used, Damascus. I was like, the people want more content, and there's only so much I can do. So you need to pull your fucking weight. So he's going to, and I'm excited about that. And how's it going, by the way, Damascus? Let's watch the Nuke Master. Hell yeah, brother.
Let me take this next one. Real Scuba Gaming, the 14-year-old, said pro PC COD, hey, professional Call of Duty was played on PC before it was played on console. You were 4 at the time, so you don't know. Call of Duty 4 was the first real competitive Call of Duty game, K, Resident Sleeper K. It was the first competitive Call of Duty, and it started on PC. Team Pandemic, Evil Geniuses, Fnatic. It was on PC. There was tournaments in Europe, the United States. Teams flew everywhere. There was money involved. Obviously not nearly as much as it was now. It was a thing before the console peasants took over.
Yeah, this is all true. So Real Scuba Gaming is a minor, so he doesn't know about that. He was just a zygote in his dad's nutsack when Tanner was dropping kids in the pro scene. But I think it was like a semi-pro, right?
Yeah, no, I didn't make a dime, but we played a lot of tournaments and online matches every week.
Yeah, so you'll see. Like I said, stick around after the pod. Dylan, what's up, dude? Console players K, see? Razano K is in the chat for console players. Just kidding, console peasants. This is an all-inclusive stream. I'm for the people, by the people. I see the benefits of console. Let me just put it that way. But that's another time. Another time. So without further ado, that's a lot of announcements, and I'm sorry, but we were very excited about all of those. Let's fucking get into it, boys. Season 3. And of course, as always, we will start with our next section, which is patch notes. Season 3, now live in MDub. 119. New patch is a size. There's memory. K. So we've got a new operator, battle pass, featuring Alex. Alex Mason, I believe was his name. I might have a... Oh no, he doesn't have a pop figure. But anyway, so new operator, all cosmetic. Some new maps. Talsic Backlot. I'm not going to read the description. You can see it in the pod or after this week while we're streaming it. This is just a remake of Backlot from COD 4, right?
They just changed a couple minor things I heard, so we'll see how different it is.
Yeah. So, I played this once today. I got a game in on my lunch break today, and I fucking destroyed everyone, obviously. And Backlot played really well. I mean, it was only one game, so it's hard to tell. And it was headquarters, which forces people to move. I think TDM is always going to be campy in this game because sprint out time is so bad. But I think in a game mode that forces movement, like an objective game mode, certain maps can work. And I think Backlot is one of them because I had a lot of fun playing headquarters on it.
Yeah, it's a dope map.
And then we also have Sawmill. Haven't played it yet. I saw a couple screenshots of it. It's another Sixes map. And then Anaya Incursion is another Sixes map. And this is literally just Anaya Palace, but only the center area. And I'm very curious how that's going to play and which areas precisely are cut off and stuff. Honestly, I think this map's going to be dog shit.
Agreed.
I think that middle building is way too strong if you're on second story and it's too easy to camp. And when the map is smaller, people are just going to be camping up there all the time. And I don't think it's going to play well at all. So
I can't see it being fun, honestly.
I can't see it being great. Yeah. So we've also got quads in Warzone, which is replacing trios. So if you enjoyed trios, fuck you, said Activision. They're gone. It's now quads. So keep that in mind. New weapons, the SK5. I thought it was an SKS, but either way. And the Renetti. Go ahead.
It's an SKS. They just don't know how to read and spell.
Yeah, okay. So it's an SKS. So the SKS is a semi-auto. I don't know if they put it in the marksman rifle category in this game. I believe they did. Think of it like an EBR, but better. I watched some exclusive Ace content before the pod tonight, and I mention him every podcast because he's a fantastic content creator. So he made a video about it, briefly discussing it and showing it off a little bit. And he was just saying it's basically like an EBR, semi-auto marksman rifle, a little less bouncy than an EBR with virtually the same damage profile, if I recall correctly. So that's that. And then the Renetti is a pistol, basically like an M19, except for longer damage ranges, and it has a barrel that makes it a 3-round burst. Now, who called it? Who called it? I did.
Twitch.tv/Razadon did?
Yes, exactly. I said we're going to see burst pistols, and if they're not a perk, then it's going to be a fucking disaster. Guess what the burst conversion kit is? Not a perk. So guess what we're going to see? Extended mags, 5 milliwatt lasers, akimbo perk, burst barrel, and I don't know, pick your 5th perk or attachment. And we're just going to see fucking dual semi-auto pistols one-tapping people. So if you thought the akimbo snake shot was AIDS, you're correct. And also, get ready for some more AIDS with the Renetti burst fire akimbo bullshit. Not looking forward to it. So keep that in mind. And then there's new vehicle skins. So, okay. This isn't fucking Gran Turismo. I don't care what the fucking Humvee looks like before it blows up as I fly out of it. So we have some other things. General fixes. I'm not going to go through all of these because most of them are relatively uninteresting, but some things I will go over. Backend fixes to help mem error 1371 issues. So if you were getting that error, they fixed that. Let's see. Fixed an issue where players were unable to skip cutscenes in the campaign. You should have finished the campaign by now, but in case you haven't, you can skip cutscenes now to make it a little faster for you. And you probably need help making it a little faster since it's taking you 4 months at this time. So figure it the fuck out.
Infinity Ward, appreciate that.
Yeah, that's very helpful. Let's see. Did you ever have this? Fix an issue where some players could encounter graphical corruptions causing their screen to have a black shadow that followed them. I never saw or heard about that once.
No, not at all.
Yeah, that's weird. Damascus, you didn't miss anything? Yeah, you just missed the announcements, Damascus, but nothing big. Other than Tanner's going to be streaming, but you caught that one. Anaya Palace is Piccadilly times 10. Yep. See, exactly. I'm not surprised. I'm not super excited to play it. Side roads are cut off. Yeah, for sure. That makes sense. Too many ins and outs of the map. 1-shot headshot, 2 to 3 shot body for the SKS. That's cool. Stick to your pistolas. Just want to stop by and say hi. Listen to all the episodes of the podcast. Keep up the great work. Thank you, dude. I appreciate it, man. Thanks for the follow. And thanks for stopping by, dude. It's an honor and a privilege to have you listening. And make sure you rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
Yeah, glad you enjoy it. Thank you.
Freeze, thank you for the 100 bits. I just saw this, brother. I hope you're still here. I appreciate it, man. I did not want that to go unacknowledged, but I literally just noticed it. So thank you, dude. I appreciate it, man. So moving on here. Let's see. Is anything else here interesting? Oh,
this one's interesting.
Go ahead, Tanner.
Go up, scroll up to the dog one. Read that one. That's an important patch note.
Fixed a bug where more than one dog would be present in the squad walk in the main multiplayer menu.
They ignored adding in weapon attachments in previous patch notes, but they put that in the current patch notes. Thank you.
Yep.
Appreciate that.
Thanks, Infinity Ward. This is just classic Infinity Ward priorities at play here. So, cool. We're not going to see a bunch of dogs. So fucking dumb. Too easy? That's for Tanner's announcement. Oh, okay. Okay. All right, so Tanner, I owe you 100 bits. So keep that in mind.
100 biddies?
Tanner Dropshot. So, okay. Lower the volume of the plane audio during infill. That's good. Lower the audio once you enter the gulag. I'd never noticed that, but that's good. It's probably because I never go to the gulag because we didn't never die or lose in Warzone. So I wouldn't know if that was a bug, but I guess it is. So for you fucking shitters who have ever died in Warzone, you can look forward to that. Reduce the volume of occluded far and distant weapons. That makes me nervous because they probably fucked it up because that sounds kind of complicated. So now there's going to be someone firing in like the building next to you and you just won't hear it. And then as soon as you turn the corner, it's just going to be loud as fuck. Like fucking storming the beach of Normandy all of a sudden. Just from nothing. I wouldn't be surprised. That's all I'm saying. Some footstep sounds while ADS and crouch were cut short on the distance you could hear them depending on the surface type. I like how they just say this and didn't say they fixed it. They just said, oh, by the way, there was this thing. It could still be there. I'm not telling you we fixed it, but I'm just saying some footstep sounds were cut short. That's all I'm saying. So, okay. Let's see. Oh, this is kind of funny. So apparently one of the EBR variants that you could buy from the tiers did more damage in Warzone than a stock EBR, and it was not supposed to because it's a cosmetic only variant. And supposedly they've fixed this issue. I wonder if they did that on purpose initially or not.
No.
Probably not. They're so incompetent that I'm not surprised they just gave it more damage. Let's see. Okay, yeah. Oh, wait, no, never mind. Well, okay. Tighten the pellet spread of the Slug 6-round mags for the Model 680. I think they did this for all the Slugs. They tightened the spread and they made them more accurate. So that is interesting because I've always felt like it's impossible to hit people with the Slug rounds for the shotguns. And I don't think it was my aim that was the issue most of the time. I had a feeling something was weird with these Slug rounds, and this kind of confirms that. So, let's see. Decreased ADS spread for shotgun slugs. Yeah, exactly. Added descriptions to slugs, noting that longer barrels and chokes improve ADS accuracy. It's kind of obvious, but it's good that they put the description in. And then they changed the names. Okay, yeah. So they changed the names and logos of some weapon attachments, but they didn't change how any of them function. Let me rephrase that. They did not intend to change how any of them functioned. Now, they might have fucked it up. I don't know. Because every time they change anything, they fuck it up. So, if one of these attachments that got renamed is performing differently, it's an accident on their part. So just keep that in mind. What's up, Vax? How's it going, dude? Honor and a privilege to have you here in this small but vibrant and extremely humble community. Also known as Techniques One. I know this boy from way the fuck back in the day. He's a SWOTOR homie. So, next section we have Spec Ops, which we're skipping. And if you want to hear us read Spec Ops patch notes, unsubscribe from this podcast. Because it's never happening. Ever.
Fuck you if you play Spec Ops.
Warzone. We now tell you how far away you are from your teammates while in a match. This is cool. So it's like there's a... So if Tanner is 14 kilometers to my north, doing shit by himself and then making the whole team lose because he's not here to help me, which happens often, right? Now there's an indicator where he is that I can see through buildings and as far as as far as the map is, so at any distance, and it'll say Tanner Dropshot, and it'll say 14 kilometers. So that's good, especially when you play with people, troglodytes, like Tanner. It's helpful. So now you have that if you're trying to play with your troglodyte teammates. So keep that in mind. Let's see. Fix for the gas mask animation interrupting and blocking players from deploying their parachute. Unfortunately, there still is a gas mask animation, which is absurd and there shouldn't be. Like when you're trying to shoot your gun and then you put on a gas mask as if that was a priority in that juncture. But there was a parachute bug. I can't imagine anyone's parachuting into gas often. Weird. But they fixed it, so whatever. What else do we have here? Oh, this is interesting. Fix the bug where players can be killed by vehicles without being near the player. So there were times, and I've seen like Twitter videos of this. I'm behind like a barrier, and then a vehicle runs into the other side of the barrier, and then I die because like the vehicle hitbox is bigger than the vehicle itself. So apparently they fixed this, which is good. Let's see here. That's pretty much it for that section. Okay, Battle Royale. Fix for players unable to self-res in solos. Increase price of loadout drop within the buy station to $10,000. Tanner, your thoughts?
Still not enough. And it's crazy because on Twitter, I kept seeing a bunch of people that said they increased the price to 10,000. Who even asked for that? I'm just like, I mean, I guess people wanted something different. They want the loadout drops in Battle Royale. It is different, but it's still just too cheap. But yeah. I agree the ground loot is horrible. They need to make that ground loot a lot better, and they are throughout the season. They're going to keep adding. So once that's good, I don't know. I think the loadout still needs to go up even higher.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about this more on a previous episode. I think episode 11, The Trouble with Warzone. And we talked a lot about the loadout drop and how it kind of defeats the purpose of a BR, in our opinion. So I don't know. It's like if the intention is to play with loadout drops, they should be cheap. But if the intention is for them to be really good, then they should be way more expensive than $10,000. So this is just, again, kind of an awkward middle ground. But if you wanted to hear more about that, go listen to episode 11. Wait till you catch Tanner playing Valorant. Oh, don't you worry. I've got my spyware watching specifically, and I'm going to get a text message alert if he logs into Valorant. So is that my stream check? No, no, it's not. I was trying to see if my camera was still white balanced. Sorry. Let's see. So I mean, it's a step in the right direction though with the loadout drop price change. So let's see.
Yeah. That's the second price update they've done now. So that's good.
Yeah. So we'll see if they change it more. I'm not sure what the popular opinion is on the loadout price at this point, because I've seen people bitching about it too.
Yeah, it seems pretty split down the middle.
Yeah. So we'll see. Let's see. Fixed issue with final circles occurring out of bounds or in undesirable areas. That's good. Fixed issue with armor plates and kill streaks being unusable under certain conditions. That's good too, because I've had that happen a couple times. Freeze says the ground loot is better than last season. In this season? I haven't seen that yet. Have you, Tanner?
Yeah, they did. They made it better.
Today?
They added, yeah.
Oh, okay.
We're also going to get to that. I believe it's in this blog post
Okay.
we're about to go over. It's going to talk about that a little more. I think starting today, though, they added a bunch more variants, a lot of them with suppressors and whatnot. So basically, every variant you find, you'll also find it with a monolithic on it or something.
Oh, interesting. Congratulations on Top 200 podcast, by the way. Thank you, Damascus. right, give me one quick second.
Hell yeah, Krim. Big fan.
Okay. All right, so let's see here. Moving on. So yeah, now we're going to go through the blog post real quick. Because once again, there's a bunch of info in the blog post that was not in the patch notes. So I have to go to like 8 different sources and compile them to give you guys one set of patch notes. Because we are an extremely reputable news source here on the Dropshot, as evidenced in the commercial, which you should go watch. So here we go. So we got some cool little images here. Not reading that. This is not an ebook. This is a podcast, but it's also a video podcast. So if you're listening, I'm showing an image right now and you're missing out on that. So go to YouTube, search for the Dropshot or Razanon. You can find the full video episodes there. You can also find them on Facebook at Razanon TTV, or of course you can watch live at twitch.tv/Razanon. So here we've got an image, launch week, new multiplayer maps, new Warzone game mode. So we got the 3 maps, quads. We've got the new operator, Alex. It's cool that his first skin is an edgelord skin. Full balaclava with some glasses on top so you can't see his fucking face. He had his left leg amputated below the knee, so he's got the nice little robot leg, which is cool. Shout out to, what was I going to say? I forget. Doesn't matter. New weapons. It is the SKS, as confirmed in this. Vehicle skins. I can't believe they wasted time on vehicle skins, by the way. And then 2 new operators also, Ronin and Iskra. So this Ronin guy, when I first watched the trailer for season 3, I was like, oh, dude, that guy, that's Recon from Black Ops 4. So racist. It's not Recon. I'm a racist from Black Ops 4. It is another Asian man. And this is a real life Asian man. There's plenty of those, obviously. But I've actually been subscribed to this guy on YouTube for quite a while. Ex-Green Beret. His channel on YouTube is called Ronin Tactics. And he makes a bunch of videos that are completely useless to me, because a lot of them are on like gunfight techniques, like in real ass life. But he's this ex-Spec Ops dude who like, he, what's it called? He has his own like company where they like go out to locations and host like gun training seminars. So like this class is on how to storm a building with a shotgun, and then cops will like sign up to take the course or whatever. So this is a real life dude that they've modeled this after, this operator, Ronin, and his company's called Ronin Tactics. So see, that's him. This is the guy. The second time I watched the trailer, I figured it out because I saw the dude's tats. And I was like, oh shit, that's that guy I watch on YouTube. Which is really cool because this is the second person they've done that for. Because Mara was based off of a real ass person too. So, that's dope. And I actually knew about this guy before fucking this patch. So I felt like an insider. So that's always nice. So, let's see. Anyway, so he's going to be a new operator. He's not live yet, but he will be live pretty soon, probably. Let's see. What else do we have? Enter my DOB. K. So there's some quads. Let's see. Ground loot updates and more. So during the season, expect to see more modes and playlists that change the loot pool to specific weapon types. And this, of course, is referring to Warzone and probably Plunder as well, although it's a lot less relevant in Plunder, obviously. And high action modes such as scopes and scatter guns. Only snipers and shotguns in Warzone. That'll be interesting. That'll be super interesting. And this is part of the leak that we actually already went over in a previous episode. Don't remember which one, but the leak is evidently confirmed here, in addition to other surprises that were probably also leaked, so they probably won't be that surprising, but we will of course cover those as they come. Furthermore, ground loot will have a continuous overhaul to diversify The strategies you can take across Warzone. Of note, expect to see every weapon type with a silenced and non-silenced variant, allowing squads to kit themselves for silent operations or for that final guns blazing shootout at the end of a battle royale. Again, they say all this as if loadout drops don't exist. And like the end of a battle royale, no one has a loadout drop yet. That is a fucking absurd thing to think. And it's an even more absurd thing to write up in your promotional post on your AAA multi-million-dollar company website. So let's just keep that in mind. Like additional playlists, be on the lookout for the intro of new weapons and blueprints in supply boxes and ground loot to Verdansk, and stay tuned for additional meta updates as the Warzone further evolves. Was there anything in particular you wanted to highlight in this blog post, Young Tanner?
I think it was down further. We had something. A lot of it was just the images, honestly. Like it's showing different operator skins, different weapon camos that are coming out.
Yeah.
Let's see, what else was the other thing?
I'm just kind of scrolling through here as well.
Not really, then other than we can show the new milsim, some of the new milsim variants.
Yeah, we will be showing those. Yeah. So continuing in this blog post, it just goes over that there's going to be 3 new maps, and they're all for 6v6. Do you ever think we're going to see another 10v10 map, Tanner?
I don't know, dude. I don't really know how I feel, because right now I like 10s, and it's mostly because 6s is horrible in this game because the map sucks. So as they add more 6s, 6 maps into the game, I think we may start playing that. Yeah,
I was thinking that too. I think I said something to that effect today when I fucking destroyed everyone on my lunch break. I was like, dude, 6s are actually... I actually forgot how fun classic COD 6v6 is in general. Because it's like a totally different pace. You really don't get shot in the back or from random angles as often. And of course, it's because that wasn't TDM. I think TDM 6s would always be terrible in this game because of the sprint out time being so bad, and because of the minimap not functioning properly. But like I was playing Headquarters and it was a fucking blast. So yeah, hopefully we see. I mean, any good map is a good thing, obviously, because the more good maps you add, the lower the chance you get a dog shit map, obviously. So that's good. And I'm optimistic about these 3 maps, or at least 2 of them. Backlot is tried and true a good map. And then we have Sawmill, which looks like it could be pretty good. I haven't played it yet. We're going to find out after the pod over at twitch.tv/Tanner Dropshot. And then Anaya Incursion, I just don't think is going to play well. So we'll see. We will fucking see.
That's literally the worst part of Anaya Palace, is that middle section, and that's what the map is.
I know. You're exactly
we
right.
Avoid that at all costs. I know a lot of people go there because it's a middle flag, but horrible flag to play.
Yeah, it really is. So let's see. Let's catch up on chat here real quick. Oh, is that my stim check is what you said? No, it's not my stim check. I'm going to get direct deposit. The purple and gold variants are sweet. I'm happy with them. I don't remember what that was in reference to. Do you, Tanner?
The floor loot in Warzone.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. Yeah, that's another thing that I don't like about the Warzone, the legendaries or whatever. These devs don't play their own games, so they put dog shit attachments on. Like a fucking sniper scope on an AK. It's like, okay, I want the extended mag and I want the long barrel, but why are you doing this to me? I'd rather use the pistol you gave me than a sniper scope on an AK. Figure it out. Play your own game, Infinity Ward. So, but hopefully they're better this season. They are changing it up. Can we get Alex a pirate skin? That'd be kind of cool since he has the one leg, like a peg leg. That would be dope, dude. I wonder if that would be ableist though, or appropriation. Don't forget, it is 2020 Damascus. So you have to be you have to tread lightly on one foot. That was an ableist joke because Alex has one leg. So keep that in mind.
Last thing you can go over here.
Go ahead.
Last thing you can go over here is the gunsmith customs. We're going to talk about that here, I believe.
Okay, I'll get there.
Okay.
As the season continues, expect more playlists and multiplayer like Demolition, Gun Game Reloaded, Gunfight variants, and more. What do you notice they did not mention here?
Gunfight tournaments?
Yes, exactly.
First thing I noticed, dude. I was furious.
That's fucking sad. That's like my favorite thing in this whole game is those gunfight tournaments. So that sucks. But still, Demolition, I think people have said is pretty cool. I don't know what it is. Gun Game is awful. And then gunfight variants. You can't really improve upon gunfight. I think it's as good as it's going to get as a default mode. So we'll see what that entails, but
they can remove hill and pine and it'd be a lot better. But yeah, other than that, there's really no changes they can make.
Yeah, touche. So there's also some new missions. Dude, there are not that many missions yet, though. I did not see many at all. There's more operator missions, but as far as missions you select, I think there's like 4 more for multiplayer, which pisses me off. So, but one of them is hard, by the way. Have you looked at the missions?
I did, because I equipped the hardest one. It was like well, it's not hard. It's like get 7 kills in a minute. If streaks count as that, though, that's so easy. That'll be done in one ground war match.
One of them in that tree is get 2 finishing moves in a minute.
Ooh.
That's going to be fucking hard, dude. So hard.
I think it sounds hard, but once you actually try to go for something like that, it won't be that difficult. I feel like if we attempt it, it'll be done quickly. But, you know, I do like that tree of challenges they did. And I'm also happy they didn't add 6 different mission challenge tiers. Like, you know, I'm glad they only added, you said 4. I didn't even think it was that many. I think they added like 2 or 3, to be honest. But I'm super happy with that. It's just, it was too many tedious, dumb things to do that I just stopped doing them last season.
Well, okay, that's fair, but I think the solution is to make better missions instead of reducing the number of missions. Because if the missions weren't all tedious dog shit, then they would actually be fun. And more importantly, I think, if the missions were hard and that was the only way to get a reward, then it would be really cool. So if they had a mission for like, I don't know, get 5 ruthless medals, and then there's a dope calling card. That's what we missed from like Black Ops 4 and stuff, but we've kind of beat that topic to death. So
yeah, Treyarch just does a way better job at challenge systems and calling cards.
Yeah.
We figured that out.
We sure as fuck did. So let's see here. Some more blueprints, operator skins, vehicle skins, yikes, and more. So, and then the 2 weapons we also went through, some free tiers. Let's see. What else did you say we should go over, Tanner?
It's pretty much just up at the top. The just how the season update, the season roadmap mentioned gunsmith customs.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So real quick, going to the bottom of this, we'll get to that in a second. They added, and this is what's on screen right now, they added new skins, like 12 of them, I think, for Coalition default operators. These used to change depending on what your primary weapon was for your custom class, or your class in general. But now you can do little missions to unlock default operator skins, which is fucking cool. But why is it only for Coalition?
I was wondering that, because when I launched the game, I was looking at that and I couldn't figure it out. The only thing I can think is they're just going to add a bunch more later on this season, maybe, or maybe at the start of next season. It doesn't make sense. They couldn't just do them all now.
Yeah, it's weird. They did this in World War II. You could customize the Alliance, but you couldn't customize the Axis. It was very strange. What's up, Broken Sanity? How's it going? Damascus, I think demolition is kill confirmed combined with Dom, with both objectives scoring your team points. Interesting. Interesting. That'd be pretty cool. They have Deathmatch Dom right now as one of the playlists, actually. So that's interesting. Let's see. And then this is just some of the battle pass stuff. You get some of your tokens back, or your COD points back, which is cool. You can get the bundle for tier skips, so you can get that Renetti pistol instantly, which I'm already working on. Some more shit. And then here's Ronin, the YouTube guy. I think that's so fucking cool. And it looks so much like him. It looks so much like him that me, as his casual YouTube sub, recognized him from his in-game character. Like, that's how lifelike these fucking games are now. And they did a good job. Like, this looks exactly fucking like that, dude. That's cool as fuck. So, really cool. Really cool. Let's see. And then the store is going to have more shit, obviously. Plus Iskra, who is a female, who is female presenting, actually, I should say. 2020, don't cancel me. A new Allegiance fighter in the Chimera division joins the battle as Season 3 progresses. And this is her sporting a balaclava. And she's got the United Kingdom patch over there on the side. So she's a Protestant dog, probably. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. Shout out to my UK listeners. I am Irish, though, so the Catholic in me sometimes just jumps out. But I'm not actually Catholic. I'm culturally Catholic. Whatever the fuck that means, I don't know. That's what my dad said a couple times. So that's what I repeat. Because I'm a brainless automaton. So relax, Protestants. The Catholics have their own problems. So just look at the Vatican, look into Ratzinger, read a book.
Okay.
Black helicopters.
All right. So let's see. And then there's more trials, which I'm skipping because XP doesn't matter. And that's pretty much it. So where's this Frankensmith thing? Is it on this roadmap?
Yeah, it's just up at the roadmap. They mentioned the gunsmith customs.
Where?
In the bottom, all the way at the top is the roadmap.
Okay.
It just shows it in
it's just
season
in the
that's coming
image.
later. I'll just talk about it real quick. So there's not a whole lot of info out there yet, but people had asked. The dev called it Frankensmith. They're calling it Gunsmith Customs in the roadmap. Essentially, from any weapon tier. So if you purchased a weapon variant in the store that was for AK-47, you'll be able to use parts of that on different guns and use that camo portion. It's kind of difficult to explain. It's pretty weird. We also don't know how it's going to work. This is just what the rumors are. So the way I'm thinking of is I have a Damascus, so if I have my barrel on my Grau as Damascus, if there was a Grau variant in the shop that had a different camo pattern or something, I can put that for the stock. And then the pistol grip could be another weapon camo, something like that. We don't know how it's going to work. That's just what I've seen people say. It is something people wanted. And then the other thing is that it's possible that those variants you bought in the store, you're going to be able to change the attachments to whatever you want. And it's going to maintain that camouflage variant that it came with. Because currently, you buy something in the store, you change the barrel looks like a stock barrel. So that's the other thing supposedly this is going to fix, which is a long time coming. It should have been like that from the start. If you're buying weapon variants in the shop because you like how a gun looks, I'm sorry, but you're an idiot because the setups are trash. And by the time you change it to your attachments, it doesn't look like that same variant anymore.
Unless you don't apply a camo at all, which is dumb. So yeah, that is going to be cool. I'm not exactly sure how it's going to work either. I don't think anyone knows quite yet. But it's no matter how badly they fuck it up, it'll be an improvement because it's just more options. Because you could always opt out of doing anything and then it's going to be the same as it is now. So more options is just strictly better. So that's cool. Why do you watch TAC videos when you don't own a gun? But to answer your question, Damascus, I like learning about shit. So, like, I'll find my favorite gun on COD, and then I'll YouTube the gun in real life and, like, see how it actually works and how it actually shoots and stuff and what people say about it. I don't know. It's just interesting to me. So that's what I do. So that's how I found that guy. So anyways, moving on here. So yeah, here's an image of some of the default operator skins. So you can see the list right here. There's a bunch. Like 3 Pararescue, 3 Brits, 3 what is that? Don't tell me what that flag is. Korea, South Korea, I think. And then more United States of America skins. So that's cool. And they look fucking cool. They all look really cool. So I encourage you guys to check these out. And like I said, it's only in the Coalition default operators for now. And probably in the future too. I don't think they're going to add them for Allegiance. I feel like they would have already. So
yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, it's weird, but whatever. What else do we have here? So also for PlayStation users, PlayStation Plus users, we've got an exclusive customization pack. So this is still an anachronism from the PS4 or PlayStation exclusivity deal they had with Call of Duty. So they're going to get an operator skin, a weapon blueprint, and then some other bullshit. Honestly, if you're not a PlayStation Plus user, it does not look like you're missing much. I mean, it's kind of a cool skin. I don't know. I'm kind of apathetic on it.
I think the Wyatt skin is dope. His outfit is different.
It's different.
Kind of looks like something from like a survival game.
Yeah. Yeah. Like H1Z1 or some shit. Yeah. So that's cool, I guess. So there's that. And then that's pretty much it for the patch notes. Did I miss anything on that, Tanner?
Nope.
Okay. So, and we already went over the roadmap, right?
Yes.
All right. So here's something Tanner and I have been very interested in for quite a while. And there was heavy speculation about this feature coming to the game. And it is, courtesy of Charlie Intel, COD website suggests duos coming soon to Warzone. This is what Tanner and I have wanted since fucking BR was announced, and I'm amazed it isn't in the game yet, honestly. But it should be coming soon. The evidence for this is that apparently on the website, the landing page suggests that duos is coming soon, which is going to be fantastic. Are you excited about that, or are you just like, I'll play it?
I'm not really excited anymore just because Warzone is overrun with hackers that I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, once they get the hackers under control, which a AAA title, they should be able to take care of them. I mean, they shouldn't have gotten this bad as it is, but I think they'll get rid of them hopefully soon. Then I'll be excited to play duos. Yeah. It's just weird now. They took out trio. So it goes from, hey, you're either playing alone or suddenly you have 3 friends you can play with. It's just weird.
That is strange. That is strange. I'm glad they took out trios, though. I think they should have trios, solos, quads, solos, duos, which we said in the very first episode when we talked about Warzone. Those 3 make sense to me, but having fucking trios in addition to that, it just splinters the Warzone community needlessly, in my view.
Yeah.
So that was pretty much it for that. So hopefully, if you're excited for duos, if you have like one big primary gaming buddy, you guys can get amped for that, because that's going to be pretty fucking dope. And then also, Tanner and I have been wanting to cover this for a while, and now we have cause to. So Joel Emsley, who is a what is he? He's like an art guy for Infinity Ward, right?
He's like the art director. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's in charge of making the calling cards and shit. And someone asked him, "Hey Joel, I know you mentioned on Reddit a few months ago that the team was working on some weapon challenge calling cards, a la every other COD. Just curious if we are any closer to seeing something like that in MDub. Thanks so much. And then he said, so Joel responded, Frankensmith is in flight, which is that gunsmith customization thing we were going over. Very close, he said. And this was on April 2nd, so 6 days ago at the time of recording this. Stay tuned to official announcements. And then he also said, Master Camo and calling cards need a little more time, but aren't far behind. So this is referring to, the Master Camos referring to the alternate mastery camos that we talked about quite a few episodes back. We don't really know what those are going to be, but they're still in the works according to their art director. And then the calling cards are also in the works, which I didn't know about. Do you think these calling cards are going to pertain specifically to weapon mastery though?
Yeah, I think they will. I do believe they will. I don't know if they're going to be any good, but I think they'll pertain to that.
I mean, I'd rather some more kill streak calling cards and shit. Like, are you ever going to run a weapon mastery calling card? Like, oh, I can use an M4. Here's my... Imagine being such a piece of shit that you run an M4 mastery calling card. Fuck you if you're going to run that calling card. How about that? So go ahead.
I mean, the thing is, I'm a master of every weapon. I don't need a calling card to show that.
I'll keep that in mind. So I was drinking my frozen Powerade. Nice fridge.
Sick fridge, dude.
Yeah, sick fridge.
Maybe the Dropshot LLC should donate that to twitch.tv/Tanner Dropshot and he can get a new one.
Yeah, maybe. It's possible. It's possible. Smiley, welcome. People will show the M4 calling card just for the memes. Yeah. It would be a meme for sure, but most people would actually run it unironically. So, and then Tanner Dropshot tweeted me, so make sure you follow at Tanner Dropshot right here. At Tanner Dropshot. So, anyways, let's move on. 725, yeah, good point, dude. A 725 mastery calling card, fucking garbage, people. Oh my god. So anyway, that's cool though. Again, it's more options. That's always good. I'm always a fan of that. So that'll be cool. The COD League is changing their 2020 season schedule. I don't know what it was before, and I know that they've already shifted to online tournaments. So it is unsurprising to me that they are doing this. But I don't know why they had to change the schedule too much. Let's see. The entire online league will be broadcasted to fans of CDL on the YouTube channel. And then the new schedule, I'll show it briefly on stream, but you guys can just go look this up. CDL League schedule or whatever. You can also go to charlieintel.com. That is one of the main resources we use here at the Dropshot LLC, along with Exclusive Ace. They're both great resources you could use. So if you wanted to see the schedule, go to charlieintel.com. You can find it there. They got a nice little graphic for you. Looks like they just pushed everything back a little bit, which is, you know, to be expected. And then there's also a new schedule for the amateur tournament as well, which is like the semi-pro kind of league. Which is called Call of Duty Challengers. This is also going to be moved to an online format with 5 new dedicated $50,000 open tournaments. That's pretty dope. That's pretty dope. I don't know what the prize pool for Challengers was before, but $50,000 per tournament. That's pretty dope. So even the amateurs aren't missing out on that. And here, actually, is what I was very excited to go over. I think I missed it. The Call of Duty League also says they spent extensive time testing how the league will work online to ensure fair competition for all players and teams. In this quality assurance, the company says that they have worked closely with studios and internal technology teams to test and establish new dedicated servers for COD League matches. Now, what are your thoughts so far, Tanner? Do you have anything that comes to mind when you hear this news?
Better servers for everybody, maybe?
That's what I would hope. So that's what I'm thinking is like, if they're testing and establishing dedicated servers that have to be up to COD League Grand Finals standards, can they maybe take that R&D and transfer it to pubs so that the servers are better? That would be nice. Now, one thing I will say that MDub has done pretty well, the servers are pretty good. The ping is not fake news ever. It always feels like the ping it tells me. I get pretty low ping lobbies often. And the hit reg is decent. When the hit reg is bad, it's because of the gun and not the server. Now, the reason I point this out is because this was not the case in Black Ops 4. Black Ops 4 had the worst servers ever. Just complete garbage. So, dedicated servers still would be welcome, though, particularly for COD 2020, because it's going back to Treyarch, and Treyarch fucked up BO4 servers. I would not be surprised if they fucked up COD 2020 servers. So, what do you think the odds are we see dedicated servers for COD 2020, Tanner?
0.
0? Why do you say that?
Yeah. It's probably more money and more time invested for them, and it's not something they're going to do.
Yeah, I kind of think you're right. I think you're kind of right. Hopefully when they do this, though, they can at least, like, learn a couple things about how to run a server or something and let Treyarch know. That would be fantastic. So, but yeah, I don't think we're going to get dedicated servers for pubs, but I would love to, you know.
I know. That'd be fucking fantastic.
So, at least let us use the servers in between tournaments. Yeah, good point, Damascus. Good point. That would be nice. That'd be great. It's like, hey,
let me hop on that server.
Yeah,
let
me borrow those COD Grand Final servers real quick, dude. I want to pub stomp with my friends. So, that is it for patch notes and news. So we're going to take a brief detour into the world of Valorant. Tanner, have you gotten your beta key yet?
No, I missed it. I watched streams for 16 hours today and I still didn't get one. Just kidding. Don't fucking care.
Yeah.
It's CSGO with Overwatch abilities and Fortnite graphics. I don't fucking care.
Yep. I watched, I've probably watched a grand total of like 15 minutes of gameplay for this game, and I'm just as uninterested as I was prior to watching any of the gameplay. Doesn't look that fun to me. Doesn't look interesting to me. The only thing that, I don't know, I mean, it's a throwback to CSGO, which everyone has this huge nostalgia boner for. So they see that and it reminds them of when they were 12 years old and playing video games. So they like it. That is a big part of the reason I think there's all this hype, because I think the streamers, the really big streamers, feel that nostalgia boner. And then they go to Valorant because of their nostalgia boner. And then all of the plebs who watch those big streamers get hyped about the game because it's the new thing their favorite streamer Ninja is playing. And now all of a sudden we have a perfect storm of hype for this new game called Valorant. I don't know. I don't see it. So we'll see how much sticking power it has. It's super popular right now, but new games like this always are. And the vast majority of them are just fucking dog shit. So, best description of Valorant, period. Anything else you want to go over, young Tanner?
No, I don't think so.
How's quarantine life treating you?
It's good. How's yours?
Dude, my mom was telling me about how much my aunt is suffering because she's like a normal person and likes to like go outside and stuff. And then I just started laughing. I was like, dude, my life has not changed one iota. Everything is exactly the same for me. except I get to work from home now. So the quality of my life is just drastically improved. Now, what I'm not saying is we should inflict more global pandemics on the world so that I get to work from home. That's not what I'm saying. But it's kind of nice. It's kind of nice. But it's not worth all the death and destruction and turmoil. And for all of you who have COVID-19 listening, shout out to you. Stay strong. Maybe slide into the DMs of a ventilator tech so you can get some preferential treatment if you need it. We actually have a friend that we play video with who did get coronavirus. He tested positive. This was like 3 weeks ago, and he's completely fine now. He's also a 25-year-old ex fucking baseball starter for a college team. So he was in great shape, and he's extremely handsome. His name is Backstreet. But he's doing well. He's on the mend. So for all you young men and women listening out there, don't give it to your boomer parents, but also don't be too alarmed. You'll probably be fine. But, you know, don't go licking toilet seats like these fucking Gen X cunts that think they're clever and want to go viral. Hey, you are going to go viral because COVID-19's a virus, bitch. So COVID's going to go viral in your body. There was a germ, no pun intended, of a good joke there that I fucked up. Because the viral video, COVID-19's a virus. There was something there. I was trying to get to it, but I couldn't. So anything else, young man?
No.
Okay. So Tanner, get the fuck off Grid Fam and go live now. I'm gonna wrap this bitch up, as they say. So thank you all very much for watching and listening. Once again, Tanner has started a Twitch channel. Go follow it at Tanner Dropshot, twitch.tv/Tanner Dropshot, TANNERDROPSHOT. Give him a follow because he needs like 50 followers to become affiliated. And that's when he can start doing a bunch of other shit and getting subs and things like that and ad revenue. And he's also trying to quit his 9-to-5 job. So he needs those follows. And then you could also watch him play as well. He's very good at the game. My name is Casey, also known as Razanon. You can find me on Twitch at Razanon, YouTube, Razanon, Facebook, Razanon TTV, Instagram, Razanon TTV. And join the Discord. The link will be in the show notes or in the video description if you're watching this on YouTube. Or if you are on Twitch, I've linked the Discord for you right the fuck now. One other thing I will say is that, once again, that commercial is live. Go watch it. And please go on my Twitter, retweet the commercial. I want to get exposure for that. I want to spread it out to the world. And lastly, once again, reminder, if you're interested in getting any merch, let me know what you would be interested in getting with the Dropshot logo on it. And if I get a bunch of people saying they would like a t-shirt or a sweatshirt, or it doesn't matter, any article of clothing I would like to get, then I can look into getting that process started if there is demand for it. So, Tanner, where can we find you?
On Twitter at Tanner Dropshot, TANNER Dropshot, and also on twitch.tv/Tanner Dropshot.
So go follow Tanner and congratulate him on changing his name. It is no longer too long. I'm very proud of him, and we are going to raid his stream right the fuck now. So thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Have an excellent evening. And as always, remember, stay humble.
Stay humble.